Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be reviewing a Jada diecast, and this one is definitely one that I was not expecting to be seeing in my entire life. But I am pretty happy with like this car, especially since I have grown up with this car and this character for many years, ever since I was born. And it's this. This is the Jada Cars Lightning McQueen. This is, I believe, this might be the first time I'm ever doing a Cars, like Disney Pixar Cars review. Or if I don't remember, I think I might put a card if I don't remember. But this one is really cool. Like I said, it's made by Jada, so it's going to be a pretty cool diecast to be looking at. This is Lightning McQueen, of course, Disney Pixar Cars. And this one is really cool because it comes with a set of tires, white wall tires with the tire rack. And of course the diecast was really cool, but look at that opening hood. And just like a huge piece of diecast. I'm like, this is really cool because, you know, I love Lightning McQueen. I've grown up with this character ever since I was born back in 2007. I would watch this movie over and over. I know one of my friends always, he has the same story as me, so this is a really cool one to check out because I like Lightning McQueen. They make diecast, Mattel makes the diecast, or they make plastic models, but this one would be really cool as a collectible. Even though it's for ages 8 and up, this would be very cool to display. Unfortunately though, this is not mine. This is actually my father's. He found it, I don't remember where. I think he found it at Target, and for some reason it's kind of rare or expensive, I don't know, but he told me I could do a review on it, so that's what I'm gonna do. But afterwards I'm gonna have to put it back in the box because, like I said, it's his, which unfortunate, but whatever, it goes how it goes. So yeah, let's cut it open nicely. Got my trusty X-Acto knife over here. The tape's on here, pretty easy to come off. Oh well, it's only one piece of tape, it seems, or no, two. Whoa. Okay, pretty easy. Be careful, I don't want to rip the box or anything. Okay, so it looks like we have a content instruction right on the front. I'm gonna put that aside. I don't think we're gonna need it. And it does include a screwdriver because, of course, if you have the tires, you need the screwdriver. Unless you have your own, of course, but they provide you with a screwdriver if you don't have one or the exact same size for it. Alright, so I did have to open the other flap of the box because for some reason it's taped on both sides. It's kind of secure, mostly with tape. Okay, so thankfully it's just screwed in with these two screws. It comes with a screwdriver included, but since like I said, I have to put this back in the box, I'll just use my own. Alright, there's some other little plastic bits on top. I'll just leave that aside. I'll put it back in the box like I said later. I'll just put the box aside for now. We'll take a look at the tire rack later because I want to look at the diecast, and then we'll do the tire changing, and here it is. Yeah, this is the Lightning McQueen. It has a little piece of plastic on there. Hopefully taking off the hood is not going to be hard. Oh wow, it's taped in there. Everything is taped, it seems. It's wow. I don't know how they jammed it in here, but let me take a pause for a second. Alright, so now I got that thing, the little plastic off the hood, and let's take a look at the Lightning McQueen because this looks awesome. This is in one, well, I don't know what scale this is. It didn't say on the box. Well, I'm just using this Maisto CLK Mercedes GTR for an example, and it's about, not almost the exact same time, a little bit shorter. Well, maybe it says on the bottom. 1/24th scale, okay. Yeah, you know what? Because I'm looking at a Robbie Gordon car, it makes sense. It's 1/24th scale. So this is kind of like a 1/24th scale version of a Lightning McQueen, like, road car. Like, if it even exists. Well, duh, the Disney one, of course. But this is more like a 1/24th scale NASCAR stock car. Yeah, this is awesome because, you know, I love Lightning McQueen, and I've had so many diecasts in my life. And all of them are from Mattel, the 1/55 scale cars, which are cool. I don't have a problem with it. It's just, I wish they made like more detailed Lightning McQueen diecast because they only really make like the plastic ones that are bigger than this or about as big as this one. And after that, I haven't really seen a detailed like model of a Lightning McQueen to have it in a collection. To have it on display and such, and especially this one because it has an opening hood. I think this is a really cool. This is definitely gonna be a popular one for Cars fans and especially Lightning McQueen fans like myself and many others, I would imagine. And it's kind of surprising because I thought Cars, the Cars franchise had like a deal with Mattel for like the exclusive Diecast license. It wants to move forward, so I have to kind of hold it. They have the exclusive license. I thought that, but I guess Jada's now making the Diecast too. Well, maybe just this Lightning McQueen. I don't know if they made others, but yeah, this is really cool. It feels a little toyish, I'll say that. It doesn't have all the precise details, but it's really nice just to have along with it's just to have this one along with some other cars that are around the same size. I feel like that's really cool just to have. So yeah, okay, so it's just a Lightning McQueen from the first movie has a livery from the Cars 1 movie, and you can tell because it has the rookie stripe on the back. The big the yellow stripe on the back, which of course doesn't exist anymore for NASCAR. Yeah, this is really cool. They captured all the lines and the bodywork and such. It's really awesome. The facial details are really nice too. Yeah, this is awesome. I can't imagine this. This is a dream come true. Like I've always wanted a big Lightning McQueen, detailed like this. And now that I'm a huge collector of racing stuff, this is the guy that started it all for me. Like this is what got me into cars and racing, especially NASCAR at the time. So yeah, this is awesome. We checked the detail on the bottom. It has some painted details, stuff we wouldn't really see, which is the thing I really like with this. You won't really see the bottom of Lightning McQueen's the chassis. Maybe in the third movie when he crashed, but whatever. Yeah, this is painted detail. It's really awesome. It doesn't feel like those cheap Jada cars, being honest. It feels just slightly more higher quality. Let's take a look at the hood, or the engine, I should say. We have an opening hood. I wish it would have been like a NASCAR diecast where you have the logo on the bottom, but I mean, whatever. It's just a kid's toy, kind of. Even though I really like it. That is the engine, the legendary V8 that a lot of people really like the sounds of. And it's just another thing you wouldn't really see in the movies or even the shorts or whatever. You don't really see much of his engine. I mean, we already know it's a V8, but it's really cool just to have it like this displayed. Yeah, there was only painting applications. It was just molded. Okay, there are some. It's just mostly molding, and there isn't really any different parts, separate parts here. But it does have nice paint applications. I'll say. So yeah, close the hood. This is really cool. You don't know how much I actually like this. This is really cool. Unfortunately, like I said, it's not mine, but maybe one day I'll find one. It's just to have it here. And here's the back. There's the little support fairings that are on the back of the rear wing. Rusty's, of course, his main sponsor. All the contingency sponsors, the Piston and Cup Racing. It's pretty cool. It's cool we have the 7-time champ here. I wish we had the other 7-time champ, the Strip Weathers, the King. I wish they would. Oh, that would be so cool if they made a Dynaco. Strip Weathers, the King car. That would be so awesome just to have this. And it'd be cool to have all three, like Chick Hicks or some other Piston Cup racers. I think that would be really awesome. Jackson Storm would be a cool one to have. It's like a futuristic Piston Cup racer, futuristic NASCAR, it looks like. But yeah, okay, so let's get to the other part that this car has. And that's the interchangeable tires. So it does come with a tire rack. Alright, so it took me a while taking off some tape and whatever. I finally got the tire rack off. Thankfully, it took another 2 screws. Thankfully, I didn't have to take off or take apart anything. So this is what the tire rack looks like. It has the plastic on here. I don't know how we'll be able to take this off. Okay, so instead of struggling on camera, I decided to take off all the tires without ruining the little tire rack or the plastic that holds the tire rack, of course, and all the tires. These are the white wall tires. You can exchange them for the Lightyear slick tires that are on this already on the Lightning McQueen. These are the same ones that appear in the first movie when he was still in Radiator Springs. I hope I'm not spoiling the movie, even though why the heck have we not watched it yet? Okay, so I might be a little dumb or something, but you could remove the tires, sure, but the other one's gonna be pretty impossible to get, and that's why they include those two extra set of axles. I thought they were like screw bits or something, but I'm not gonna change all the tires. So that'll be a disaster, I think. But so, for example, just ignore this tire. For example, you have one of those axles. You just get the one of the wheels and you just shove it in there. And when it's attached in the car, of course, and you should be getting your white walls. This is just a comparison how the white walls would look on the car. Like I said, I know it might be a little disappointing that I can't show all of it, but like I said, this is not mine, and I just can't do that. I'm sorry. Once I get my own, maybe I'll do a separate video. I don't know. I can't really promise things, but I think it's really interesting how they actually give you the options to actually change the tires on Lightning McQueen. Even though, that like the changing tire stuff on like Diecast, that isn't a new phenomenon. I know M2 does that on a regular basis. Like they come with the extra set of wheels and axles in order to customize however you want. Let me put these screws back on. Alright, so that might have not been the greatest review in the world, but it's a review nonetheless. I'm pretty happy with how this car turned out, or yeah, how it looks essentially. So this is great. If you find it, I don't know how expensive it is. I'd have to ask my dad how much it actually costs, but I would imagine maybe $25-$30, I believe. That's just, I'll put it up on the screen if I can find a price for it. But yeah, this is a really awesome piece of diecast. If you're able to find one, I suggest I think you should, because it's kind of rare, I think, or pretty sought out after, even though this is the first time I've actually heard of it. But yeah, this is great for a Lightning McQueen fan or a Cars fan like myself and millions of others, I would imagine. It's great. It's really cool. It's just like to have this car alongside with a bunch of NASCARs, I think would be really cool. So yeah, that has been the review of the Jada Toys Lightning McQueen diecast along with the tires, which I think is a pretty cool piece. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.